I hope I've got everything though. Probably forgot something. Usually forget something, but we're zooming in, so it must be working. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I had to change up the microphone since somebody knocked it over and dented. You do not believe what she did to the USB connection on this. We're gonna have to go and get a new one eventually, but I'm not going to Fry's in the month of December, and I don't want to pay $5 for shipping. I'm cheap. What can you say? Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday. I had to think about that one. December 2nd, 2015. I'm Dentrel. I'm late, and we are still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. Earlier, the reason we're late is I was farming Dynamis, trying to kill two birds with one stone. One of it simply being getting the XP necessary for our Paladin boots, the relic pieces. No, I don't want to change areas. I want to change floors. No, select an area to exit to will do further, because that's as good a place as any. Hello, Linus Rupp. Good evening to you. Let me know if you can't hear me. I had to take the microphone off the tripod that I had, and I got it sticking on a drawer. Hopefully it's about as close as it can get to me. I could probably move the chair up a little. But, excuse me. I'm just gonna have to remember to talk louder than I normally do. Dentrel, who used to be my main, and I hadn't played him for ages upon ages, doesn't have all the outpost warps. He does have a home point crystal in Juno, so I can hear you pretty good. Well, thank you. I need to remember to do that for the next 3 hours, though. So we're going to travel to another home point. We're going to go to Juno, and he doesn't even have the entrance to Lower Juno. It's by the monk house. We're going to go straight there. Yes, please. Which this? I think he is still on Beastmaster macros, but not for much longer. Min. There we go. There, follow there, and assist. All right. So before the broadcast, we got our Paladin boot. You know, the thing where you have to get like 20,000 experience points while here I am running without dent. Dude. Keep up. There we go. Where you have to get 20,000 XP while in a particular zone. This was going to be either Dynamis Volcrum or Dynamis some Beastman city. Not Beastman city, some starter city. I don't remember which one. I like Volcrum because lots of coin drops there. So went on Paladin, on Cyndaquil, subbing Dancer, and Dentrel on Beastmaster, subbing Dancer, where we would just proc the mobs without no treasure hunter. Yeah, the coin drops were not as good without treasure hunter. Who knew? We still got about 300 coins, which isn't bad for a couple hours worth of work. Could have been certainly better, but you know, it's needed to be done, and went ahead and traded in the boots with the 5 REM chapters. I think it was chapter 5 for feet. And pick up this home point crystal. That's registered it now. And let's go ahead and refresh his signet. Just take a moment. Cast signet on it. Yeah, well, the trust that we had was a couple of XP trust, Korumoru for regen, and somebody else. You know, but I can't remember who it was at the moment. It'll come to me. We're running to Crawler's Nest through Rowanberry Fields, because, like I said, Dentrel doesn't have the survival guide for it yet. We're going to pick that up. There was Coltada, our Corsair, Kupo Freed, Korumoru for heals, and who was Zeed. We brought Zeed for stuns, because we're still fighting the occasional Cactar, and they occasionally spam 4,000 needles. And Zeed will very occasionally cast a stun spell on it. But yeah, I think my next round I'm going to change my trust lineup. We could have... I mean, I didn't necessarily want to kill them quickly because that was just a job ability, a way to kill the mobs once they've been procced. Here comes Dentrel over the hill. He's so slow. Because he's on the Xbox and it takes a while for everything to log in. Memory. But, yeah, I mean, they were just basically there for support. Mostly the XP guys for more XP. I did get about... I think I got 1 job point on Paladin. I didn't even bother to check to see how many job points Dent got. Because we were fighting the mobs that give capacity points. This is still too hot to drink. Don't need to hold my tongue on camera. Which decisions? Want to try and slow down the kills a little and proc more. Exactly. Exactly. Because every now and then, you just keep spamming procs on it, even with 2 characters. And they just die too quickly. Alright. I think that's a survival guide that neither of us have if it's flashing like that. And Crawler's Nest is going to be down here, so follow the right wall, pick it up. I mean, it's going to take a while to get to Crawler's Nest anyways. We could have taken Chocobos, now that I think about it. Who knows, maybe there's a notorious monster out here. And maybe it's going to kick our butt. I'm getting only about 320 a run last weekend. 320 is still not bad. I'm trying to remember how many coins Link Shells would get back in the day when you were bringing in 36 players into the cities. I mean, I don't think it was nearly as much as what we're getting nowadays. I may be wrong, but, well, actually, simple math. It would have to have been enough to get you another hourglass, so at least 1 million, about 100 to 120. And I don't remember how much coins sold for back then. You know, they didn't sell quickly. First 100 went to the sponsor. You gotta hate being the sponsor and then having trouble clearing mobs because not enough players show up. That would be sad. Alright, I think this is our survival guide. Yep. Alright, I don't even think Cynical has this one. Yep. Common sense dictates that we now know where we're going. Alright, then. Thank you. Now we're gonna run to Crawler's Nest. And enjoy some Roland Berryfield's music along the way. Hopefully I won't get lost. Normally, when I would run to Crawler's Nest, I would take the back way from, that's the wrong mouse. The stock would come down here. This is where all the evil weapons would hang out along the, whatever that spine thingy is. And then just cut across here and then up there. Everybody else tended to follow the, road. And I think everyone else always told me that the road was a little bit faster. They may be right. I like being difficult and different. It looks like we're still headed towards that back way, though. You know. Memories. Watch Dentrel get stuck on something. He's level 60, so I don't worry too much about him aggroing everything in sight anymore. He's leveling up slow, that's for sure. But there's still going to be some stuff that even level 81 will aggro. I guess anything that a level 75 will aggro level 81. The way it goes. But we are going to try and fight Hornflies and Exo-Ray. That's the plan. It may not work out. We may have to change it, but it's been a while since we've done some good old-fashioned XPing in Crawler's Nest. It'd be more fun if we were fighting crawlers. Because, you know, Crawler's Nest, and maybe we could link like 20 of them back in the day, and it's like, alright, we'll leave the trust NPCs here to fight them. What we need to do. We need to bring out a trust NPC that knows an AoE ability. Like, no, let's not do that. Oh good, that wasn't scalding hot. Every now and then, there would be a crawler in this little area that would be a notorious monster. I believe he would only spawn when an airship was leaving. Mamili Taru, and I finally pulled out White Mage. Wait, White Mage as a sub? Or are you leveling White Mage? Maybe you're just talking about trust in peace. It's gotta be leveling White Mage. I leveled White Mage to, first it was just to 20 so that I could get sneak, and I could sneak fish on the ferry without worrying about death. And you're leveling White Mage. Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. The only thing that made sense. Of course, I gotta make things difficult and see it all these different ways. Then I leveled White Mage to 37 because you were gonna need that as a sub job for Monk back in the Sky days when they didn't want you feeding TP to these monsters. So you would be doing Chi Blast cannons, stacking Mind, and Boost. Those were good old days. I ended up taking pretty high on Dent, I thought. Let's see what he's got it up to now. Oh, he's got it up into the 90s now. Yep, 91. There's that was before Trust NPCs when he was leveling that. The idea was, I know, we'll have 2 other controllers assisting Dentrel. Dentrel will be the White Mage, and then whatever he attacks, I'll send them in there. And I'll just hang back and cast Cures, and figured, yeah, that's how you can play the game. Of course, then they brought out Trust NPCs, and I just didn't really see the point to multi-boxing anymore. It still has its moments. So, while we're headed over there, quest, objective list, we're going to be fighting grass type Pokemon and bug type. Let's see if any of those accolades are going on today. Vermin, yeah, bug type. Thank you. Vanquish birds. I don't think that's going to count as birds. Wish they did. And let's go to region. I can never remember where all these different regions go. I don't think this is going to be it. Let's try this one though. There it is. Crawler's Nest. Set that to repeat. And this isn't the right way because silly fence. They don't want you jumping straight down. That would be too easy. Now I'm going to be attempting to dodge trees while not looking at the camera. That's not exactly true. I can kind of see where Cyndaquil's going from Ben's perspective. It's just a slight delay is all. There's quest. Alright, so in the objective list I need the Unity. I'll click that one. Get it later though. And then region. Region 2. Oh, he hasn't done Crawler's Nest before. So he'll get a free bonus item. Alright, now we might be lost. Although this looks familiar. Alright, unfortunately, all of Rolandberry Fields looks the same when it rains. Gray and green. But we got a map. And I think we're still headed in the general correct direction. Watch this Quaid-off. Aggro him. It's supposed to be about the same level as, what would that have been? Yeah, I don't see anything that's worrisome, except maybe the Ochus. They may aggro, but I think they stop aggroing around level 50. One way to find out. I want to say Rolandberry Fields is like roughly the same level as the Dunes. Yeah, they don't aggro. Or no, I think it might be a little bit more difficult than the Dunes. Yeah, Rolandberry Fields is like up there with Keefum. So, yeah, the Dunes, Uburimu Peninsula, they're all same level as Jugner, Oh dear. Pashlau, and then the Marifated Mountains. That's right. The 20s. Or I guess the teens if you want to do it the right way. I like fighting easy prey though. It's okay when you get a bunch of them on you at the same time. Remembered one last thing. Go ahead and get his Empress Band going so that when we get in there, it'll be ready for a charge. Are you really? Why not? I'm thinking we won't need the Empress Band, but... So what time is it? 9:20. Took us 20 minutes just to get to the zone. I'm gonna go there, and there's gonna be like a dozen other players already fighting the same mobs because I was too distracted to think about. We should see if there's other players here. It's Crawler's Nest. It's Quetzalcoatl. There can't be anybody else here. Much less in the zone. Much less in the same level range. Happened last night, but we scared them all. I say we. Alright, so just out of curiosity, is there anybody here? No, there is. And that one's kind of close. That one isn't. They don't look like they're in a party. I'm going to need to move you back. There. Over here. Go ahead and follow you. Go ahead and get this going. Empress Band. Charging. Charge is complete. Alright, so that's good. We can get the level sync going. Party! Actually, no, let's get to the book. So while she's summoning trust NPCs, he can be going through the pages of the books. Not the survival guide, but he does need to pick that up. Alright, that picked up. Now we're going to go over here. And now we can level sync to Dent at level 60. And now we're going to start. We're still on our macro, or we're still on our Paladin macro palette. At least we're not having technical difficulties where the modem got turned off accidentally. That's an improvement. We don't have a Windows beeping at us every 2 minutes. Alright, so she's doing that. She's going to do this one. Read about individual training. I think it's page 3. Nope, it's not page 3. Too low. Try page 4. This is it. X-rays and hornflies. Bring it on. Repeat. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was almost perfect. So now we're going to read individual training, page 4. X-rays and hornflies. And I don't think there's going to be anything in here that aggroes us until we get to the X-rays. I don't even think the hornflies will aggro, but they will link. Which could be a problem. But we'll get through it very easily. So hopefully that one dude that's level 57, he won't be fighting the same thing. Watch it be... Oh, see, he's already gone. The other dude. And this other guy's on Thief. It's a possibility he might be looking for a offer. I forget which coffers Thief got their AF out of. I know White Mage gets... I think that White Mage gets gloves out of here, but he's not on White Mage, so... Maybe. We'll see. Feels so weird running without a beast jug pet falling behind dentrel. Yeah, we'll get used to it. So the idea tonight, we're just going to focus purely on Katana, on Dent, and then purely on Scythe, on Cyndaquil. And I also need to fix a macro. Critical damage, area of attack, nightmare. I think I'm just going to do regular slice until I remember what I was going to talk about. Edit macro, warrior. Until we get that multi-hit scythe weapon skill, which I don't remember the name of right now. Alright, let's see what these con as. They will link easy prey, low evasion, and defense. Alright, let's see how it goes. Okay, we only pulled 2. Not too bad. There's a big whiff. Maybe. I don't think we're going to need Perius Coffin like we did last night. None of these mobs will cast stone, but we don't have Erase yet, do we? Let's see. Job abilities, waltzes. We got Curing Waltz. We'll see. Definitely not getting any scopes. I forgot that bugs don't exactly have the best defense in the world. Oh, here comes Cursed Sphere. Forgot about that one. Number 4, followed with somehow we still got a skill chain. It seemed like it was much too long of a delay to get it, but yeah. We need to kill vermin anyways, so let's just go ahead and stay here until we get the 20 vermin killed. And if we don't get any skulls from then, I mean after that, then it certainly will find something a little bit more difficult. I'm just going to glance up, see what's more difficult. Maybe something in here even. That would be too difficult. That tree. Oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. Definitely going in the wrong direction. These serpents, lower, middle, upper, temple. Morai, Bayan, Garlage, Mesa Shakrami, Outer, Cordels, King Ramp. I don't understand why they don't have these more in alphabetical order, and I've probably got the camera spinning around in a circle right now because I'm not staring at the screen like I'm supposed to. Rumble Crawlers, Vespices, and Dragonflies. That may be... that's page 5. Go check that out. You're supposed to stop spinning when I tapped back. Just to make sure, did we get any skill up at all? No. Those are on the other map. And I'm trying to remember if there is a shortcut to them. Let's type out Congarets real quick here. Someone got themselves a 99 Dancer. No one can say anything bad about that. I like Dancer. It's great for soloing. I don't know what it's good for at endgame, other than, you know, helping farm old world stuff. Take that back. It was a... plenty were talking last night about Dancer subbing Samurai being able to solo Arc Dynamis Lord quite effectively. That was before Trust even. Let's see here. This way. And I'm hoping there's going to be an actual book that we can use to pick up a new training regimen. If not, not the end of the world, but there probably is. I've noticed that they... Oh, Dent. Seriously, dude. How long have you been stuck back there? Usually he's like right on my tail as far as the Xbox is concerned. It always looks like there's a delay on the PC because, you know, probably because there is some latency, but I just have to remember, you know, don't take sharp turns. Wait for the dude to catch up. This one's easy. Will it aggro? I think the will-o'-the-wisp will. If it sees me. No, that one won't aggro. Alright, these are the crawlers we're looking for. These are also easy prey. Or was it rumble crawlers? I already forgot. It's rumble crawlers that we're looking for. So these aren't even the ones yet. Connect. There we go. Will they aggro? You? What about you? I know I could be doing Spectral Jig. That's probably the smart thing to be doing. Because we are in Crawler's Nest, and crawlers do like to link. But... nah, I think we'll be alright. There is one room that I'm thinking of that probably has the mobs we're looking for. There's just one thing about that room that I don't like, and that's, there's a notorious monster in there that's kind of difficult. I think I could take them if I drop the level sync and then resummon a kill party of Trust. Let's see. Wide scan. What are we looking for? Soul Stingers. Rumble Crawlers. Looking for those. Vesp, and I don't see the bugs we're supposed to be going after. Okay. I know, the bugs are going to be in this room. I remember that now. So let's hop down here, then there, and then this is the room that's going to have that notorious monster that's difficult. Better try. Nope. It was this one. There was a time nobody had the map to Crawler's Nest. Well, I say nobody. There were some players that had it. That one's easy prey. It was the reward from a terribly tedious, I won't say long, I'll just call it tedious, quest in I think I made a wrong turn. Yeah, you did. It's okay. We can fix this. In Selbina, the mayor of Selbina wanted clay tablets of copies of all the stone monuments throughout the world. So he would give you one, I think it was a clay tablet, or a pound of clay. It'd be fun if this is the same room we were in before, but no, I don't think it is. Right, so now we're going to go this way. And then you would go to the zone that has a stone monument. You would trade that stone monument. Or you would trade the clay to the stone monument, then you'd get the something else in return. Then you'd trade that item back to the mayor. And dependent upon... Really? One-way drops. Something tells me I should have known this, but oh well. Just gonna aggro if I drop sneak. Doesn't look like it. How about dent? Watch it aggro dent. Alright. Trents do not aggro. Happy day there. We are lost in Crawler's Nest. Thank goodness we got the map. We're gonna follow the right wall and until we get to the room that we're looking for. And anyways, dependent upon which zone the clay tablet that you would bring him, here's a treasure chest. Keep that in mind. And apparently I didn't have a sneak up. Alright, guys. Let's get it going. Yeah, they're a little bit bigger. But I don't think we have anything to worry about. Unless they use Petrify. Yay for skill chains. And lots of drops. He would give you a cash reward. Some of them was not so great. Maybe like I think the lowest one was like 500 gil. That was for the starter areas. The more difficult ones, like the one where you had to navigate the necropolis and then pop out of the little island on the south side of Batalha Downs. We got a chest key. And there's a chest right there. Not a coffer. So, treasure. Cast lot. Dent. Be a hun and pass on that, will you? There's probably going to be nothing in there. But free stuff is always neat. So, oh. He took off the wrong thing. There we go. Trade the key. Open the chest. Out pops a Taru. Sendico opens the chest and finds a Gigant Axe. I think I had one of those at one point. Level 49. Yeah, the stats are okay. Strength +4. You don't really need intelligence. So, Spectral Jade back up. I'm gonna do this one more time. Hopefully without aggroing. That's good. I got distracted by treasure chest. I don't necessarily go looking for them. I just keep an eye out for them. And I'm going to finish this story about Selbina, the mayor, his clay, stone monuments. After you did, I want to say there was a total of 20 of them. Decent challenge. Forget what they aggro with. Watch it be sound. I hope it's sight, because... Nope. Gotta be sound. Okay. We got a red mage. He can turn off the stone skin to do. Anyway, I think there was like a total of 20 that you could get out of stone monuments. And after you got 18, I don't think you had to get all 20. He would give you the map to Crawler's Nest. Alright, got the defense boost, but I do not see a dispel from the Koromaru. And we got another chest key. Of course we do. We got the Gulka getting in on the DPS action. I don't think we got any skill ups. Oh, nope, we did get one skill up. So, here's another one. So this will work for a little while. We just need to find a new page so that we can get the bonuses from killing these things over and over and over again. Although, probably don't really need that per se, because I don't think Crawler's Nest, the map layout at this level, really works too well with that, because you got to keep changing rooms. And it's like, alright, everyone sneak up, we're changing camps, we're going to go over here, we're going to kill 3 of these things now, and then we're going to go back over here, kill 3 of those, and 3 of these. Actually, no, I think it's just 2, 2, and 2. But, so, yeah, 300 there. No skill ups, though. Check. Decent challenge, low evasion, and defense. Of course, we face pulled this one. Maybe we want to. Provoke. Weapon skill. Got a blade retro coming? You do. He's not getting skill ups even. Brawlers don't have a lot of defense. But right behind you is a tunnel that leads to another part of the map. I want to see what's in there. I think it's the flies we're looking for. Low evasion and defense. I was really looking for a book. Decent challenge, low evasion and defense. Of course, everything in this zone is going to link. Not that it's going to kill us if it links, it's just makes things more interesting. Alright, let's try this. They have horrible accuracy. We just got to keep them pointed away from the rest of the party so that we don't have to worry about getting spammed with poison. Cursed Sphere, on the other hand, may be an issue. Well, you're not doing a lot of damage. There's Venom. There's a skill up. Now it's starting. Oh, it's because of various coffin. Zitah. Alright, support staff. We gotta level up. Yay. Alright, so decision time. Can kill these quite effectively. Do I want to redo the book? And it would be faster to warp out, warp back in, pick up the book, then run here versus running back to the entrance where we know the book is. I don't think there's another training regimen. There might be a training regimen in this room right here. There probably isn't. I'm probably going to waste all our time here, but let's just find out. Because I think it's going to be 2 of these guys followed with 2 of the wasp, and then 2 of the crawlers. Then we just keep running back and forth. And if there isn't training regimen in that there room, then yeah, we're gonna use our warp ring. We're just gonna warp on home, then use a survival guide to take us right back to the entrance. Pick up the new training regimen. That tunnel was a dead end. This is the tunnel we're looking for. Oh, the crawler hunters. We can take them out very easily. But I am not seeing a book in here. Maybe right in here. Of course, this is going to be where that notorious monster is. Yeah, that dude. He's got an aura to him that does a lot more damage than what we want to put up with right now. We tried to 3-man him back when level 70... Was it 75? Was that a thing? Equipment. Small wardrobe. Actually, let's go on this warp ring. Item. Warp ring. Item. Warp ring. Watch dentrel pull hate. Okay, even though I thought I had gotten his auto run turned off, he just started running with a warp trail behind him. That was kind of cool, actually. Alright. Follow. Alright, we're going to run down here and go straight to North Sandy, the entrance. And pick up the next page, page 5, and do this again. Travel to another home point. Current region, northern entrance. Yes. Oh, we're froze, but we unfroze. And travel to another home point. Current region, northern entrance. Yes. So many menus. Trying to remember which game was it that Final Fantasy finally started doing away with the menus. Was it 13? I mean, it may have been. Alright, so teleportation. Original release. It's going to be on the next page for you. There it is, Crawler's Nest. 10 tabs while she's warping out. On to wait for the Xbox to unlock. There we go. Teleportation assistance. Original release areas. Towards the bottom. There it is. For a second there, I was starting to think, did you forget to grab the book? Because I'm pretty sure I picked it up. But we're good. He's warping in now. Here. Alright. Party. Level sync. Mr. Dent. Follow. Trust. Oh, and it froze up. Oh, what I really need to do is just grab one of my old PCs out of storage, find an old monitor, find some place to stick old monitor where I'll be able to see it, and then just get back to using the PC for everything. Alright, so cancel current regimen. Training regimen canceled. Read about individual training. Let's try page 5. 2 rumble crawlers, 2 wispus, and 2 dragonflies. Bring it on. Yes. Alright. Follows back on. I remember when we're going to need to hit the sneak and the invis. I think I know. When we get to that room with the labyrinth crawlers that aggroed us last time. Individual training, page 5. Bring it on. Yes. Alright. Dent, you following? Dent's following. Have to remember not to make any sharp turns, or he won't get stuck. Now, another thing I suppose I could do. And you could use Windower for this. There is a way to using Windower to do multi-boxing, except instead of multi-boxing, you're only using one computer. But it takes from what little I've looked at it, and the whole reason that it kept turning me away was that it looked like it took a lot of setup to do. You would be basically setting your macros up where, in addition to what commands you're going to be doing, like for Cyndaquil, she would, first do a range attack, and then she would open up with this job ability, and then Berserk, and then Warcry, and Provoke, and Weapon Skill. In addition to that, you would also be, in those same macros, sending commands to the other client, telling the other account what to be doing, and it's like, then double slash tell dentrel, you know, slash assist, that kind of thing. And I'll be honest, it looked like a lot more work than what I was wanting to do, especially since I was wanting Xbox achievements. Go back there. Yeah. Railing so far behind. And there's going to be a lot of folks that tell you it's not that much work. And they'd probably be right. It's just probably not nearly as much work as setting up a second PC with second connection. Using up even more bandwidth. Well, no, it's not going to be using up any more bandwidth than the Xbox. Maybe wireless bandwidth. I doubt it. Still there? I saw one player, he had posted a photo, I think this was back in 2008, of his multi-box setup, and he actually had what looked like 5 PlayStation 2s, maybe an Xbox 360 mixed in there too. And, nope, this is where Dent got stuck last time. How funny. Here he comes. And, he had all his displays mounted to the wall so that there's like a display here, here, and then like a big X. And it didn't look bad. I'm sure it looked a lot better than anything that I would put together. I've never done any wall mounting on my TV sets. Living in apartments, neighbors slamming doors when you least expect it, I just worry that any vibration might loosen it enough where even if you bought something on sale for $200, could come crashing down and shattering on the floor below. Then we also have cats, and the cats like to jump up and knock stuff off the walls if they think it's going to be eaten. Alright, spectral jig time. Jig here, spectral jig here. And we're gonna run, I believe it's straight ahead, isn't it? No, this is a different one. Oh, no, it is straight ahead. And then it's gonna be to the left. Okay. So, alright. Then still back there. Still back there. Put a little marker over his head. So this should be taking us to the northern room, yep. And then we will follow the left wall. Get us back to where we were going. I lost his little floating dot over his head. I guess when I switched into the map, that must have been it. Here it comes. Slowly floating cursor of doom. And that is my least favorite enemy job ability. It's doom. Would have been quite happy if Square Enix had decided to not add that to this game, but oh well, they did. Anybody that plays Final Fantasy XIV, let me know if they still have the Doom counters on some of those guys. Alright, so that is a notorious monster. So, level sync off. We're gonna kill that notorious monster real quick. I don't not care about the drop. Actually, I do care a little bit about the drop, so we will summon in a trust NPC. That, I don't... Oh, he might be able to. What I'm really worried about is Final Sting, because that could hurt. But let's get... I've had better luck with Nana than I've had with Lion, so we're going to use her. Alright, level syncs off. Let's get an actual tank in here. Valerian Will, that'll probably come in handy if we get some ads. Darius Coffin has always healed me well. If I can find him. Usually up here. There he is. And then let's bring in a bard. Ulmia. That should be 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, the idea is not to actually attract all of the bees, because we do want to XP off some of them, but probably going to happen. You're going to attack me, aren't you? Alright. Get the dent in here. Maybe we'll be able to get some skill ups this way. Oh! Shoot. I forgot. I turned auto follow up on him. Now that bee's probably going to aggro. Yep, that bee's aggroing. Not the end of the world. We got fairies coughing up. It might be the end of the world. We got 1, 2, 3 in front, 1 behind. At least Dent's getting some katana skills. We just need our tank to use a nice AoE. It's got a little bit of health to it. Guess we are fighting it at level 81. Yep. Ben's taking a ton of damage. Come on, dude, you're a ninja. Evade. The demonic Tifia starts casting Cure 5. So it's a white mage? Oh, that's kind of silly. Alright, ability, weapon skill. Ooh, nightmare. There's Final Sting. Hopefully we still get the drop out in Final Sting. Serving of Royal Jelly. Alright, Valanero. Taking damage. What the... Part of dinner. Alright, Dent. Follow. Assist. And get some skill ups. Since we're not going to be getting XP. At least we can do that much, right? And assist again. We got Royal Jelly. On a... Go ahead and... I don't think Royal Jelly's EX rare. It's just EX. I'm going to cast a lot on it, though. I forget what you use it for. Probably like Ambrosia and those other... Help you get up to level 100 type sense. If I remember correctly, the NM that we just killed, I already forgot the name of it, Demonic Tifia, also drops the Stinger, which is a tail or something like that, and that's got some like attack on it. We used that for a while. Yeah, I think it was Tifia Sting, what it was called. I think. Long time ago. Alright, so now party level sync again. Now we're gonna actually get serious. We haven't been serious for the past hour. Trust. That last B did count. I am a little bit worried that we weren't getting more skill ups on that. But I think we'll be okay. They're going to be decent challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, now that we're 61, they may not be decent challenges. Let's find out. It's still a decent challenge, but it's low evasion and defense. Alright, there are two over here. I would prefer not to pull both, but we may not have that choice. Right at us. For a second there, I thought Coltada's Corsair roll was another mob that just popped behind me. No. Just me being panicky. Just a little bit. Got the shaking, hopefully. Dendoria is minimal, Windurst is major. I don't think we're going to be making any changes to that tonight. Not at the rate that we're going. Be nice. But, yeah. We'll be okay. Alright, now let's go over here and pull this one. I should have hit his button a little bit faster. Oh well. Yay for Poisona. Now for Blade Retsu. Don't you cannot use that weapon still? I think I was a little slow when I hit the assist button on Dent, so yeah. There we go. Sky skill 197, so we're gonna get skill ups. I don't know how far we're gonna get skill ups. Probably not gonna be awesome levels, but alright, so we're gonna need 2 more bees. We need 1 more bee, followed by a couple lizards. I think we killed all the bees. Something I didn't want to do, but check real fast here, make sure there's not one down here. But be careful, you don't want to... That's the one-way drop, so alright. And we got our serving of royal jelly. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to have to make with that. Save it for a special occasion. Maybe like ambrosia. Not a special occasion, but the only thing I can think of at the top of my head that does it. I'm sure there's several. And that looks like 2 crawlers, doesn't it? Standing on top of one another. No, it's just one. Remember there was one time I was fighting in this spot right here, and I thought it was safe. And what happened was one of them turned around or hurt its buddy, and it linked, and then it caused a chain reaction where, oh, no, it wasn't the crawlers, it was lizards in a room just like this. And, we almost bought it. I mean, they were all easy prey. But, yeah. That was a fun time. I was like, this is why you hate this zone. This is why we never come here. Ah, fun, fun, fun. Alright, we got a war cry off this time. Booyah! Okay, so here's hoping that one of the Wespies is back up. Here's hoping that we don't pull them all. Yeah, it was going to be a problem. It's okay. As long as Ferris Coffin has MP, he will keep us alive. Korumoru, on the other hand, would let us bleed out. Because that's the kind of Taru he is. love double attack to fire off again, but I guess we're lucky that Demonic Tifia earlier didn't use like a benediction. I don't think we're gonna have the DPS to... Oh, never mind. Thank you, Mr. Farius Coffin. Unlike some people in this party, you never fail me. It was a double attack, but I think it was a double whiff. Neat. Go ahead and... Oh, there's two there. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. It'll probably be on our way when we come back anyways. A little bit of luck, there'll just be the one. Alright, so... I want to run this far into the room, because I know we're going to get some repops. We'll be okay. Got another skill up. And if we're getting skill ups, then that means Dent's got to be getting skill ups. It doesn't necessarily mean that. We just hope that he is. Yeah, there's one. There's another. Blade Retsu. Blade Retsu is the one that does paralysis? I always forget. People attack that paralyzes the target. Yeah. That's why I always liked it. I don't think it's ever procced. Never really seems like these mobs ever get paralyzed, but... Nice thought. Okay, we're gonna have to go... There's one. You weren't there a moment ago. That ran really far out there. Be careful about that next time, because... This way! And like a little scared girl, I pulled the mob back into the tunnel. Yay, we lived. Let's go ahead and get a Curing Waltz on ourselves, because I don't like being in the yellow. Alright. We need to kill one more bee. You think bees are sound or sight linky? Hey, you see me? Over here? Yeah, you saw me. Come on. Come back over here. Where none of your buddies are. That would be a face pull. Which is what we used to have to do after we ran out of ammo. I never ran out of ammo because I always used a boomerang. But I've seen other players do it, where they just run up, walk in front of the mob, hi, and then run back to camp. It's... well, not Final Sting. Okay. Final Sting wasn't that damaging. Fortunately. Alright, so now we get to kill 4 crawlers. I think. Because we'll kill 2 here, and that will finish off this part of the book. Alright, we got vermin taken care of. If nothing else happens tonight, then we can say we got that vermin thing cleared away. One more assist. Alright, there's going to be 2 here. It's okay. Looks like Dent moved a little bit too much. Wasn't able to get his canton knee off. We're gonna hit level 200 scythe tonight. Of course we are. Oh, never mind. Already capped. How embarrassing is that? That's why we're not getting many skills. What about your... Hold on. Where we get away here. That is combat skill. Donna's not capped. Donna's still got a ways to go. But if we can cap Scythe on these mobs, he should be able to cap Katana. Katana was easy, if I remember correctly. Or at least the lower levels it was. Alright, there should be one more crawler in here. I'm going to turn the corner. There's going to be like 15 of them. Yeah, see? There's 3 of them right there. Dent's not following. There's a reason. Is there another one that won't link with 2 others? Because I don't... Oh, really? It's Crawler's Nest. And they're scared. Because they know... Oh, and there's a coffer back there. Not that these mobs drop the coffer key. I don't even have anything in the treasure. Oh well. We're gonna pull all 3 of them. We only need 1. Super tanking. If you use Berserk, I'm gonna have to turn that off. Okay. Wonder if I should use Defender. Nah, they're not hitting that hard. I mean, what are they? Easy prey? Decent challenge. Alright, there's 1. Got a ways to go before he gets his TP back up. Kinda looks like he's missing. Probably is missing because his skill's about 40 points lower than yours. And you're not exactly using an A+ weapon as it is. Oh, and of course he would be targeting the mob in front of him. It's okay. I'll guard you, peep peep. Alright, now we're ready for that. Followed with that. So after this dude's dead, I'm going to trade him some sushi. What I should have done earlier. Not that I think he's having an accuracy problem. Might be having an accuracy problem, but I really don't think he is. Maybe we've been Sticky Thread. Actually, no, we haven't. I forget. Sticky Thread, which is the crawler's version of AoE Slow, will that overwrite Haste? I know Haste will overwrite the Slow effect, or I vaguely remember Haste overwriting the Slow effect. Alright. Come back! We just want your honey. Closer you get a leveling up, dude. Good thing we use that XP ring on him. Alright, that one didn't even aggro us. This one will. Assist and turn around and begin the stabbing. And Coltada's doing his spinning right round baby. Oh, there we go. Stop. He knows I take every opportunity to make fun of him whenever I can. dent too. And it's not because I don't. Oh, there he goes. Right round baby like a record player. It's how I show my affection. If I don't make fun of you, then chances are I don't really like you. But no, that's not true. That's not true. If I don't like you, I'll just ignore you. Add you to the B list and move on. Alright, so now that we're in this room, we're gonna follow it up with 4 kills on Hornflies. Followed with 2 more kills on Espies. And 4 kills on the... Yeah, that's what we'll do for a little while. Should turn, in case this one gets ready to use Venom. Not Poison Spray. Yeah, there we go. It missed? Nah, it had to have missed something else. Tell Orion Axion he's on his ult. Shadow Dragon right now. Of course I say that, is Shadow Dragon on right now? Search. Oh. Shadow Dragon. Yeah, he's on right now. Kill 2. Alright, sorry about that. I was just... Link Shell. This particular Link Shell that I'm in right now is... in its death throes. Oops! It's okay. We'll just super tank him. Berserk wore off, so it won't be that bad. Kultada's here to save us. Dashing pirate that he is. I forgot to give him sushi again. Dang it. As a Monday, SD created a new endgame shell to which he stays there now. Assist. Ba, 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 ba. And where we got? Alright, that was... I need 1 more. Not 4 more. Or 5 more, just 1 more. It's like the dunes all over again. They're clumping up together. Alright, this is probably gonna be bad. Yep, here it comes. I think they're going after Dent, though. Yep, they went after Dent. That's not so bad. That doesn't look like a decent... It is a decent challenge. I love flies. They're so weak. A warrior using a scythe. Alright, Dent. Assist, please. Get some skill ups. Alright. Don't forget to trade the sushi. If it's on my screen, I might remember it this time. Probably won't. I'm probably going to forget again. It's going to be like 20 kills from now before I remember, oh yeah, you still forgot to trade him the sushi. I don't think you can trade while in combat. You cannot trade with that target. trade with Dent. We're almost there. One more of these guys to kill. We only needed one more, not three more, but... Alright. Turn it around. Big up 2 time. Come on, come on, come on. Skill chain. The dragonfly is paralyzed, but yet it still used Cursed Fear because I don't know. Was paralyzed doing something else. Dentrel, would you like some sushi? You seem to be having a hard time keeping up. Sushi's up here, silly. Just gonna give you one. Alright, now simply eat sushi. Shove it in your mouth, chew. Oh. Yay for accuracy. Alright. Now we gotta see if there's still 2 Bs available to kill. There'll probably be like 4. Zeros! It's been forever. Sorry I haven't been around in a week or so. How's it going? It is going so slow, you would not believe it. This is like day 4 of leveling warrior from 75 to 99, and we are only at level 81 because I refuse to do it the easy way. Well, I say the easy way. I just use sushi on Dentrel. So it should get a little bit easier, but it's gonna take him forever to get another level up. And how you been doing? It's been... I'm trying to remember. I think it's been over a week. Well, Thanksgiving, the holidays. You know how that goes. Alright, somebody use Final Sting already and die. Not Sharp Sting. Alright, that one's dead. Follow with this. Follow with that. What we need is a recurring Records of Eminence project that gives you a decent amount of points for taking part in a skill chain. Is there any way that we can sleep that guy? Oh, I'm gonna do something that should never be done because we need to kill 4 of these dudes. We're gonna ignore Mr. B for a little bit. I remember those days. Soul and what was the other cheaper one? Squid Sushi, I think, was the cheaper one. Here, no, actually, we're probably gonna have to kill this bee. If I don't kill it now, Dentrel will just go ahead and accidentally auto-target. Unless you face it this way. Possibility we can still do this. I always used Soul Sushi because I was an elitist pig. It's not fair. But it just seemed to work better on a Dentrel for hand-to-hand, and I felt like I never really had an accuracy issue until we started fighting stuff like Pyramid and that kind of thing. You know, First, I would also wear the Peacock Charm full time, so, you know, that was pretty decent. And there were also players who would swear up and down that Mithra at level 75 was basically another Peacock Charm, just due to the racial accuracy. Right, do not kill that bee just yet. We did finish the training regimen, so we need to kill this crawler and one more. Yep. Possible to pull this guy without pulling 20 of his best friends? Probably not. gonna be like 7 crawlers on both sides. Yeah, here they come. Okay, it was only one. So we are in Crawler's Nest and stuff like that happens. But, alright, so we'll be able to... attack this dude while Dentrel attacks that guy, and... Alright. Spread out the damage. Oh, wait. Various Coffin got hit by something. I don't know. Who's gonna die first? I bet the Crawler's gonna die first. Yeah, that bee's only got like maybe 20% of its health taken off. There we go. But it's paralyzed. Abilities, weapon skills, Warpole Sight. Does critical damage. Chance of critical hit varies with TP. How much critical damage we can do with something like this. Really didn't seem to do that much. What we need is a Shantoto. Having Dark and Warrior as my 2 highest level jobs couldn't go wrong with Soul and Squid. Yeah. That was the big thing that I had a good friend who Dark Knight was his main job, and he was also on Elbon. But he would whiff a lot. We would always tease him about that, but he didn't seem to mind. He was always seemed a little slow when he realized we were making fun, but we were just being that's how we showed our affection. Pull this one. We only need 1, not 2 or 3. It's gonna watch. We're gonna kill this one. We're gonna run off to go kill 4 of the flies, and then there'll be 2 bees that'll be chasing us, and I'll have to ignore them while we go and finish off this chapter. But I think we're okay. The bees are gonna be the hardest part of this. Need is a stun. Keep thinking I'm on Dark Knight because of the weapon, but no. And what really irks me too is I had to go cheap and use a level 42 weapon, which I guess isn't too bad considering we're fighting at a level 61 cap, but... And yeah, we didn't even need to fight this guy. Right? Yeah, we didn't. Should have aggroed as we tried to run around him. 50%. I'm not gonna waste TP on... Oh, here comes Final Sting. Kill me, please. I wonder, and I'm sure somebody has, but has someone ever been surprised at how much damage Final Sting did? Like, you were in full health, or pretty close to full health, where you're not even worried about it, then they use Final Sting, and you're like, eh, no worries, and then, oh my god, I'm dead. I mean, I suppose it could be possible, like, swing slow, just watch out for weapon skills, never walk in front of a Dark Thief. Wing sneak trick attack. That looks like a face pull. Oh well. That's good. I'm just glancing link shell chat here. The good news is Seekers of Aldolin only needs to be done up to chapter 3 to be able to finish off Rhapsodies of Vanadil. Thinking about that. But I'm thinking more, let's just... I'm gonna do something, do it right. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Stab, stab? Nope. That was a little slow on that one. Might need to adjust his macro by 1 second. Sometimes it works when we get a skill chain, and sometimes it don't. But that should be... Okay, we need one more. Get this guy before he gets closer to his buddies. That's the reservoir. Or that. Stabbity stab stab. Anything in the treasure pool? No. Because we don't have a thief. That's it. We don't have thief. That's why I'm so used to there being so much stuff. Nothing valuable, just lots and lots and lots of stuff. But as we continue finishing these training regimens, we should probably get a treasure hunter effect. Probably at least a level 1. Fire's off. Dude's not dead yet. There he goes. Go back here. Pick up a couple more bees. Kill some crawlers, and I can't believe he's still not 62 yet. Yeah. 3.3k to go. Well, the next time that we make it to the crawlers, or to the flies, we'll be there. Can you even see that around the corner? That's some crazy Australian action she did there with the boomerang. Flipped around the corner, came right back. Didn't take Dentrel's head off at the same time. That would be a hilarious mechanic where, you know, sometimes you throw your weapon and you miss, right? It happens. Even when you've got cap skill and things like easy to hit and all that other stuff, it's just the way the math in the game is. Sometimes you just miss. Apparently we shouldn't have killed that one bee. Okay. There it is. What if Square Enix added one more factor into the math thing where if you missed, you had to put it seriously low so it didn't happen all the time, like 0.0001% chance that you missed the mob, but your ranged attack per se, then you shot your arrow and it just went straight up. It could come down and hit the tank accidentally. Not for a lot of damage, just, you know, be like 1 point of damage. Or hit the white mage who's trying to rest, and it knocks them out of their rest animation, and gosh darn it, not supposed to hit the white mage. One, two, three, oh shoot. Face pulled all 3 of them. We need 4, so this will kind of work out okay. Assuming we don't die, we'll be fine. We got provoke, slice, 735 points of damage. Not too bad. Blade Retsu. Hopefully Dent and I are attacking the same mobs. Probably aren't. I think we are. Yeah, he's up to 178 katana. We'll probably get around 200. So we did get a bonus on that last one. What do we got? No? No? Dentrel might have gotten a bonus on that last one. That's something. Enhanced accuracy and ranged accuracy. Okay. Not the skill chain we were aiming for, but we'll take whatever we can get. Start out playing Red Mage. We wanted to be a melee Red Mage. Of course you did. Every Red Mage wants to be a melee Red Mage. It's just difficult to do properly. Meta, who would Red Mage everything, the way you're going to do it, if you're going to be a melee, you have to pick, I think you have to go daggers, I think is what he suggested. You want highest delay, lowest damage daggers that you could get. And I think there were some level 1 daggers that would work, where when you're hitting the mob, it wouldn't do enough damage to break their defense. And you're not going to do damage physically. What you would be doing your damage with was with the end spells. This way, you weren't feeding the mob TP. And if you got your enhancing magic capped, which most, I think, Red Mages did, then it was no problem to actually do a decent amount of end spell damage with 2 low delay daggers. But you don't have to worry about Final Sting spamming like this bee here. Should be using regen ability here any moment. Now, I don't know of any endgame groups that would let you bring in a melee Red Mage unless, you know, they really just needed a refresh war, but I forget when it was, but the game kind of went away from letting Red Mage just stand there and spam refresh over and over again. It's basically, they had to main heal, they had to sleep, they had to basically do everything. For names. Nope. So what's up with these people with stars above them? Was that an event? Answer this question real quick. Max points, I think. There be pup. What about over here? I mean, almost all the spells Red Mage used were really short casts. If only there had been some sort of way to negate the TP that Red Mage melee damage gave mobs, was what I used to always wish. I think that's what Meta would tell me, was if you used a weapon that did 0 damage, then they wouldn't be getting TP from your hits. Knew it would pop. Stab, stab, stab. I use provoke and I do not have hate. Wow. Because I'm using such a crap weapon. I should be getting 0 damage on every swing. The way the game works though. Sometimes you do a lot of damage, sometimes you don't. I remember once Dentrel was leveling Monk in a party and there was a puppet master in the party. And Dentrel used Raging Fist, he was subbing Warrior. It did mediocre damage. He usually does really good damage, but this particular one did mediocre. I think it was like maybe only breaking... No, it didn't break 500. And then the Puppet Master, who was subbing Monk, did the exact same weapon skill right afterwards. And it critted, and did over 500 points of damage. I was like, I've been shown up by the pup, and Puppet Master was like, that rarely happens. This one time. Alright, so we're level 62? Be able to get some skill ups again. Should be able to. Yep. Scythe is no longer capped at 199. Dent still has a ways to go. I don't think he's even eating. Combat skill 179. He'll get there. It's easier to do it now than try and get it after the fact. Well, maybe it's not. It's sometimes still that way it is. What's everyone doing as far as health and MP? I think everyone's okay. I don't think we've lost anybody. Koromoru is still up, and that's the only one that you have to worry about. My goldsmithing mule. The idea is one day when I decide to finally start leveling her up, not in goldsmithing, just regular jobs, I want to try and beat Matt on her on Red Mage. Just to be able to say that I did. It may not work. I think Red Mage might be the most difficult to beat Matt with. Maybe. My reasoning was that the Red Mage relic weapon was a melee weapon, and that was another thing I kept hoping for Red Mage to have its own relic that was like a piercing weapon. The rapier was what I imagined. Yeah, rapier makes sense. I don't know what the Red Mage relic was. Red Mage get access to Excalibur? Red Mage Matt. Maida, the Red Mage I was talking about earlier, I think he did about a dozen attempts on Matt on Red Mage at level 70. And he would solo all his testimonies. But he just was unlucky, and in the end he just gave up. Switched back to a ninja, which I think he had at around level 50. He took that up to level 70. Got himself a ninja testimony, and then voila, one-shotted Matt. Was before the other enemy may look like weapons game. Yeah. You don't have Shantoto, you need to get her. Oh, we got her. I just don't want to kill the mobs too quickly, as we're trying to get Dentrel's weapon skills caught up. He's lagging behind. You have to solo your testimonies on Red Mage. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. And anything that you can sleep. What was the one that he liked to do mostly? I think it was Ruby Weight-Offs. Just sleep it, Asper the MP from it, nuke it, sleep it again, rest your MP, Asper, rinse and repeat until it finally died. That's not the way I like to play. I like to put as many possible dots on it as I can get, and then punch it in the face. That's probably why I have to home point a lot. It was pollen. Not getting skill ups, are we? No, there's one. It'll happen, it'll happen. Monastic Cavern. Were there Red Mage testimony? I can only think of two. One being the floating jar type mobs in there were two zones. Ruan Gardens being one, Sky, and sorry, is that Ruan or Rulud? I think it's Ruan. Spectre Dig. Spectre Dig. That fast enough? Looks like it was. Alright. Sneak, sneak, sneak. And kill 4 of these dudes. Sky was one that they would seem to drop all the time. And then Temple of Ulalape. The I don't think the Tonenberries had any red mages, but they also had their floating jar red mage buddies. I think those could be selected. But they also magic aggroed, which wasn't very good. And then there were the true hearing Ruby Quaidov. I guess you'd be doing players a favor by keeping that guy occupied. Especially if they had to sneak through for some type of a mission event. Gonna have to find a more difficult mobs after this, aren't we? I think so. Temple, one of the best zones. Yeah. If only it wasn't for the Tonberry's grudge weapon skill. Oh, and throat stab. I hated throat stab, especially when soloing. That could be a deal breaker. Alright, 2 more of these. Followed by 1 of these. No. Hey, I use Berserk. Pay attention to me. Okay, I'm using Provoke now. You really have to pay attention to me. Skill. I'm trying to remember what level it was. Collecting Tonberry Hate is one of the best parts. Yeah, I guess so. On, Mr. Dentrel. Stab that dude from behind. Got a war cry. I'm not gonna be able to get any skill chains off on this one though. Oh well. Maybe next time. I'm gonna do something. It's gonna take a little bit because I'm gonna open it up on the Windows Vista machine, and that always takes forever. Open up, but we're gonna start looking for a different area because once the XP starts going below 300, I don't think we're gonna be getting nearly as many skill ups as we would like. But let's go ahead and get this B. He should have one of his buddies up. Alright, FF11 round. Is that plus cooking skill katana still a lottery pup from there? The temple? I think it is. The one that you have to be like a level 63 ninja to equip, but I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember how much cooking skill it gave. I think it was a decent amount too, like maybe plus 3? That'd definitely be worth something to consider. I think there's also another weapon that they had back with login points a while ago. It was it looked like an egg beater is what it looked like, and you had to like buy 2 of them with the login points and then use synergy to combine it into a I think it was like a cooking +1 item. This was back when I was playing the game thinking I don't want a +3 of member search. Yeah, that does sound right. Just don't remember the name of it. I think it was +3. Used to farm that thing all the time. Never got it. Well, now I'm all tempted to go down there on Thief and see if I can one-shot it. That won't happen. Let's see. Don't run into the wall. That was 2 for 2. Yep. Okay, now we need to kill 4 of these guys. Always saw people wearing it. It is a... See, Cyndaquil was never supposed to be my cooking meal. Miniden was, and I got his cooking up to like 92, I think. I just never wanted to level Ninja on him to be able to equip it. But she's got Ninja at 75, so that shouldn't be an issue. Scrolling. If it's not EX rare, you can purchase it on the auction house. Because there is a jug pet that I'm kind of interested in. Probably the same one everyone else is. Was it Bouncing Bertha, I think, is the name? I think that kind of needs the 110 cooking skill plus as many positive enchantments. Ah, just rare. But look it up. Check it on the auction house. So many players doing the Gobby box now. There's a lot of really rare stuff on there. Alright, so I'm wondering if we can handle Helm Beetles and Nightcrawlers. Would we be able to handle the Lynx? The Lynx that would get us. Rare only, I think, went for 1 to 3 million back in the day. What is the name of it? Big risk here in trying to open up yet another window. Oh my god, my server was like 6+ million. Do it the easy way. Because I'm sure somebody in the link show knows. Anyone remember the name of the katana that has +3 cooking skill on it? And there are going to be like 7 players that type in the name all at the same time. Or they'll say nothing at all. Well, this might be that time that nobody remembers the name of it. Or they're just watching something on TV. It was like 8 years ago, though. It was a long time ago. Alright, switch this to Quetzalcoatl. Ocho! Thank you very much. That may have been in the later years I was playing. H-O-C-H-O. Let's see how much that goes for. O-C-O. There's a Hocho and a Hocho Mazamune. Look up Hocho first. Well, I'm kind of curious what the Hocho Mazamune is. Is that 2? Yep. Wait. I saw something there. We learned Guillotine! Oh, this is the one you were wanting. Right? Except you can't use Guillotine because we're on Warrior. Dang it. Oh well. Last one sold to Mr. Fubar yesterday. He's on my friends list. For 3.95 million. Okay. It looks like it's been slowly creeping up as of late. There was a time that it was down to 1 million. That was... when was it? That was a year ago. Crept up to 2, 3... Yeah, it's up to 4 now. Okay. Still a valuable item. I came back to play Abizia with a few bros, but only played for 2 months. Yeah. I think it was about 2 months of Abizia was all I needed to, and I was like, alright. Going back to WoW. 75 cap days. Those were the days. Yeah. Lenos Rep and I were talking. It would probably take a private server to pull off. Because I don't think Square Enix would ever implement something like this. But, create a special server where all the expansions were locked out, and the only way to progress was to actually clear particular boss battles. Like, say you start out the game, you've just got the basic jobs that it starts out with, and the advanced jobs, that came out before Rise of Zalart. And let's even throw it, say, the highest level that you could get up to was level 50. There were no limiting breaks yet. But to be able to move on from that, you had to beat the 6-man encounter against the Shadow Lord. That would be cool. And then once you do that, it'd be all like, ta-da! Welcome to Rise of Zalart. But... and then you get to do all the Rise of Zalart stuff. Get up to level 75, unlock some more advanced jobs. And then as an added bonus, Summoner. You'll only be able to get to unlock that after you finish the Winder's Rank 10 mission. Oh, first now that I think about it, it'd probably be much more difficult than it'd be fun, but I don't know, it might be neat. And then you'd have to beat Rise of Zalart before you could unlock the Chains of Bermathia stuff. Cap raised to 80-85 was around when I tailed off, got sidetracked after moving. Yeah. There was something about being stuck in only certain zones and then just basically farming the same mobs over and over and over again. The occasional notorious monster and maybe the occasional upgrade items that you would need for your Empyrean gear. I still have to remind myself to call it Empyrean because it causes some players' eyebrows to twitch when I call it AF3. A long time ago, a lot of players that called Relic Gear AF2. I was among them. It's just easier that way, but... oh, let's see. Speaking of sidetracked, we were looking for another thing to kill. Let's see. I know there's night crawlers right around the corner. But I don't think there's any helm beetles in that. That's... wondering why the mouse isn't working because I was clicking on the wrong mouse. The helm beetles and night crawlers would be chapter or page 6. And I know the beetles would give us weapon skill ups. I don't think there's any that are close by. Lizards. Lots of rumble. Crawler Hunter should only be one of those. Oh yeah, and there's also the NM that we don't want to be fighting. He will hurt us. Alright, so... I don't see it. Doesn't matter. We're under attack. I'm gonna start killing. What server were you on over? Hopefully Robocups will tell us. Stab. Kill. Not dying. Hanging creature. Lakshmi. This is a joke I remember reading on GM Dave's blog, where he was talking about the Lakshmi server was only used for Halo multiplayer matches. Probably was kind of mean. Blood Gulch, I think is the one that he called it, but yeah, it was like one player that was on Lakshmi was like, hey, I'm on that server. There's more than that, but you know, GM Dave just being mean. Like me, that's how he showed his love. Still around though. Let's find out. Oops. Wrong button. Here. Puddle. Freet's been turned off. Lakshmi's still up though. Or Laks. How do you pronounce that? Lakshmi. I'm tossing in more vowels than there are. It looks like Ifrit's been merged. You would think Ifrit would be a popular. Decent population of mine too. Always did enjoy playing, even if you couldn't understand them. And Quetzalcoatl's got a decent. I guess most of the Final Fantasy XI servers have a decent Japanese population. I don't know how many Japanese play Final Fantasy XIV. I would imagine a decent amount of it. Love, please use the auto-translate function with them. You have to wonder if they thought it was a godsend though when all the North Americans started leaving for FF14. Where they could continue playing FF11 on their PlayStation 2s. Ninja kill, but no. Need to find something more difficult. Find something more difficult. Even if we have to leave this zone. Angrafwadi is going to be too difficult. Hey, now when I first started, I played on PS2 on 56k dial-up. So did I. Praise Altana, love the auto-translate. I remember, there was one Japanese player, was, I'm going to use I do not speak any English, I do not know any Japanese. I can understand a little, and I think it was a chocobo. Wow, a long time ago. That might have been 10 years ago. I'm looking for stuff level 60. Preferably not the undead, so no necropolis. Shrine of Ruavatu. Those are level 70. Was that 2 for 2? Yeah, I'm just not seeing it anymore. Beats the dragonfly. Let me guess, we didn't kill enough crawlers. That's probably what happened. Go kill one more crawler and then find out that, surprise! Alright. Pull you and just you, not 17 of your buddies, please. You got one of the first PS3s to be able to get that backwards compatible. Only reason to move HDD for the PS2, great marketing. Worked great until that one bit dust. We'll have it up somewhere. Somebody told me, and I never figured out how it would work, but somebody told me that you could actually install Final Fantasy X onto the hard drive disk for the PlayStation 2. That way you wouldn't have to worry about load time. Not that I remember load times ever being a thing. Oops. This is the view from in between Cyndaquil's legs of the crawler. Not what we wanted to do, but here we go. I never tested that. I've got my PS2 down here. I'm kinda curious. I wanna see if I can boot it up one last time before they drop support. And then but I don't think I've got a working DualShock controller. I've got DualShock controllers, I just don't think they work. But yeah. Let's see this. Boy, Hada Tree. Well, that could work. Fighters and death caps. That's at the very beginning. We take that all the way to the top too. Possibility. What are you doing on your combat skill? Sun is at 185. He's got about another 15 plus levels to go. We're gonna try that. It was a Linux operating system bundled with a HDD for a PS2 also. Mostly for devs, I guess. Never really saw it online, but eBay a few times. I don't know how that would work. I remember seeing a forum post. I'm gonna kill one more crawler. Just curiosity. Dent? Dude. Follow. Come on. And, probably gonna pull both of them. There was a forum post, I think it was on Blue Gator, that they were talking that they finally got Play Online to boot up on a Linux or Linux or system with the Penguin operating system. And that was a big deal because they had never able to get Play Online compatible with that operating system for some reason. But yeah, fun time. There's something behind me. Oh. Felt like I was getting attacked from behind. Not the case. Okay, now that's dead. That we're gonna take a little while to let the load zone. Okay, so let's go ahead and warp you out. We're gonna go to the Boyhata tree. This could have been bad. I just realized when the level sync deactivates or deactivates because dentrel just left, it might have made my trust NPCs disappear. That still might be a thing. Let's see. Be close. Well, no, I mean, we just have to stay alive for 30 seconds and then we'd be able to quickly kill it. Warp ring a go. No experience points gained. ... That picture of Tenzin is bringing back good memories. Yeah. So many good memories. I think it was the friends that made this most enjoyable. Been in a lot of Link shows over the years. Some for a long time, some just for a couple of days. But a Blue Dot game was most memorable. Alright, Dent, you better have the Boyhata tree. Actually, do we want that one? I think we'll be okay. Have to use sneaking abilities, but we'll get it. Alright. Go to another home point. We're looking for Lee Talor. Boyhata tree. Home point number 1. Yes. Alright, he's going. Tentacle's turn. Travel to another home point. Lee Talor. Boyhata tree. Home point number 1. Yes, please. I have to remember how to get to the entrance from the home point crystal. And I hate navigating Boyhata with a passion. Of course, the mobs that we're going to be fighting too are going to be mostly even match stuff. Some decent challenge, maybe some toughs and very toughs mixed in there, but be okay. I'm going to do it without trust. I think we'll be alright. Unless I make a wrong turn. In which case, bad things are going to happen. Alright. Just don't remember how to get there. I might remember how to get there. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. I have to remember, I'm level 82 warrior. I should be able to handle anything in this zone. And if not, then Shantoto number 2 is here to save me. Someone's getting skill ups. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, someone's just AFKing. But yeah. Don't get that. With some people, they almost ashamed of what games they used to have enjoyed playing. I'm definitely not, including a few Japanese H games I may or may not have ordered off of eBay. I mean, if you had a good time, then there's no reason to be ashamed of having a good time. You might make other people uncomfortable explaining what it was, but, you know, yeah. The one thing that I catch myself doing sometimes, it's subconscious, but it happens, is say another player avatar is wearing the short shorts or something like that, and I'll accidentally... I'm already lost, aren't I? Just go south. And, I'll angle the camera in such a way that it, you know, does the upskirt deal. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that has done that, but yeah, I mean the regular ones like FF11. So, to remind myself not to do that while streaming because, you know, that could be offensive. Probably not, but alright. I don't think this is the right way. Maybe. This could be the way to, this is definitely a dead end, ain't it? Yep. Dan, you still with us? He's still there. And Sneak's getting ready to wear off. Okay, okay. We're fine. No reason to panic. Just because we're lost in the tree. Uh-oh. Took invisible off, but not sneak. Preferred WoW. I played a lot of WoW. I don't think I played as much World of Warcraft as I did Final Fantasy XI, but there were some expansions in WoW that I enjoyed. Vanilla WoW had the difficulty that I liked. Especially leveling up, where they had elite mobs out in the regular world for a really difficult quest, and you had to team up with a couple other players to stand a shot of a clearing it, or at least talk a couple high-level players into clearing it for you. I never did Molten Core or anything that came after that. Well, what do you drop, Mr. Ancient Boo-Boo? I wasn't expecting this guy being up. I think we'll be fine, but yeah, it just seems like people would prefer do not admit that they played MMOs at one point, almost like they're afraid of being judged because of it. Well, video gamers in general have a stigma. Let me pull this guy over here real quick. He's safe. We don't have the level cap on, so we should be fine. Except it hits for 96 points of damage, and that could be a thing. 162 points of damage. Let's go ahead and turn off Berserk, because just use 100 Fist. Okay, let's drop Defender. Availability. Defender. Alright. Yeah. Probably gonna need some help here. As long as Fairy's Coffin doesn't run out of MP, we'll be okay. I didn't think it'd be a monk. 100, baby! Allows you to counter-attack but reduces movement speed. Okay. I should have popped this at the beginning of 100 Fist, but we gotta have some other job abilities we can be using, right? Pressure enhances accuracy. Okay. We're not dodging any of these hits anyways. Too late for Mighty Strikes. Restraint. Enhances your weapon skill power with each normal attack you land. How long does that last? No. Poor Dan, he can't even touch this thing. Using 100 Fist again? Oh dear. Alright, Koromora's already had to use, oh, that sinking feeling. I knew we didn't have run this way. Dan? You still got your warp ring on, don't you? Yeah, it's got 30 seconds on it. Oh, now we're paralyzed. Awesome. Oh, we got one katana skill up. And go to 187. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Hold on. Let's stop. Oh, great, it's using 100 Fist again. Alright. Poke. Mighty Strikes. Use everything you got. Presser. Weapon skill. What do we got? Does critical revolutionary attack blinds a target. Yes. Now you can't see. You won't be able to hit us. He's almost dead. Almost had dentrel warp out of here, but Koltada's almost dead too. Yeah, we're silenced. This is it. Suppose dentrel could blow himself up. There we go. There we go. Well, we got 10,000 gil. And some moss and a tree cutting. Really? Expecting more. But oh well. Spectral Jig. Follow. You can get a little bit of good skill ups. There you go. We'll be able to NPC that stuff for 1 or 2k. Get out of here. I should have known this was the wrong way when I saw all the Elder Goobus, but okay. I mean, that could have been bad. It kind of was bad, but any encounter that you can walk away from, good one. We didn't pull the room. I think we fought in an okay spot. Dentrel got up to 187. I got up to 206, so yeah, you know. Didn't even know Ancient Gooba was a thing. Its drop is some junk. Non-EX level 59 Samurai Great Katana. Good to know. I think we need to go north. Yep. Now, trying to remember which one. Okay, I know it's not this one. This takes you to the room with the level 105 mobs. We're gonna try this path. This should be a lower level one. It would have been cooler if it dropped though. Yeah. Well, we're not on Thief, so, and we didn't even have any Thief NPCs out. What we should have done was drop Sakura and had Shantoto. Although Shantoto would have probably gotten herself killed fairly early on. I don't know if she could tank 100 Fists 3 times in a row. I'm surprised I was able to tank it with this gear. But alright, this looks a little bit closer to where we need to be. Let's see. Not a tunnel. I think this is a tunnel right here. Yep. Dent, you still with us? He's still there. Those sneaking and vis getting weird rough. I don't think these guys aggro. Maybe they do. Find out. Sneak is off. Dr. Jig. And yep. We're still lost. I don't know how to get to the beginning from here. But oh, never mind, never mind. Kind of know where we are now. Have to get there. Although these are probably one-way drops. Watch that. And watch it be the other way, where we can't go that way, but we could have come from that direction. Yep, see, there's one-way drop. If the other one was over here. Map. Wide scan. There are bark spiders. No. It's gonna be over here. More to the right. I see the tunnel now. Okay. All start to come back. The only times that we came here, level 75, I think, was for the Garuda fight. And each and every one of those times, I was just following somebody else, keeping sneak and invis potions on me all the time. And I was all like, wow, what's up here? And they're like, it just gets more difficult the higher up you go. It's like, yeah, but what's over here? And they're like, no, don't worry about it. Okay. I've just never seen all this stuff before. Want this one, or do I want that one? Go with this one. First, now we gotta find a book. There should be a book right by the zone. Could be. Probably need to go south. Yep. Now I think we just need to follow the right wall. Nope, not yet. We need to turn left. This intersection. And now follow the right wall. So we get to the book. Oh, of course, now we're getting ready to lose sneak again. Do not be hasty about this. Just remove the sneak. Oh, spectral jig. Same with you. Spectral jig. By the time we get there, it'll be midnight, and we're like, oh well. But we know where we're going to be going next time. Of course, we could probably stay in the Boyhada tree all the way to 99. I don't know how well the skill ups would be, but possibility. Alright, now this way. Brown's tomb should be coming up here, right here. Alright. So, turn this off. Party, level sync, and your dentrel. go ahead and start re-summoning these dudes. Dent, you go ahead and take off invisible and read the book. Cancel. Yes. The only thing I don't like about fighting spiders is, I think it's called Sickle Slash. That did a lot of damage, if I remember correctly. Bring it on. Yes. But only one way to find out. And if it does one-shot us, then that'll be funny. Alright, click. Read individual training, page 1. This makes you have to kill 3 death caps, 3 bark spiders. All by the entrance. Yep. It was maybe the one-shot Koltada. Or better yet, Oromoru. Here. Oh, there's a bunch of them too. Alright, let's try and get this one over here first. What does it con as? Decent challenge, low evasion, and defense. Same music. Guess we're gonna go ahead and keep Farius Coffin out. At least for a little while. Doesn't look like we have to eat a lot of cures. Looks like we're gonna have to get a lot of cures. Status, combat skill. Let's see, Scythe is already capped again. Great Axe is now lower. I'm just gonna re-equip my Great Sword. Ooh, we have an axe. And try and get some more weapons. Skill-ups. Silence gas. We'll change up our weapon skills too, won't we? Skill. Hard slash. Won't be a problem. And you pull one, you're gonna pull them all. That's how this works. Hopefully we can get that guy. He seems to be the furthest away from the rest. That's awesome. Alright, so, well, we're doing that bit. I'm gonna change this to hard slash. RB, SSH. Oh no, not Spore. Oh, goody. Farius Coffin, I could hug you. Just so big. Alright, so... any skill ups. I think this will be the easier one. Before it turn red. Alright, go Dent. And that's happening. Where's gonna be the easier bark spiders? Oh! They're behind you! One death cap's over there. Bark spiders over here. Okay. This might work out just fine. So we take a silence gas for 363 points of damage. Wow. I remember there was a dark spore that hit the tank and healer for a ton of damage. I think we were fighting X-rays back then, and the white mage had pulled hate somehow. So alright, let's find out if they link. They probably do, because we're in a dungeon. Yep, they link. And both the healer, the tank was covering the healer. I remember that much. And it was back in the day when the healer had to actually be standing behind the tank for cover work. I think they changed it so that that's no longer a prerequisite. Spiders being difficult. Spider web overrides haste. Good to know. Or motor using convert. Kill it already. I don't have to keep running in circles around this. Thank you. What was this? Follow with that. Both the tank and the healer got one-shotted. They just went down. And we're like, oh my god. And the white mage was like, ah! And the rest of the DPS that was standing were like, now what are we gonna do? There's no tank, there's no heals. Somehow we got through it. White mage had re-raise up, so all's well that ended well. Mobs are certainly taking their time to die. We have one more around the corner. Two, three, four, five, six. All right. Didn't see any skill ups. All right, should be one more. Don't want to run too far because if you zone out, yeah, nothing to worry about. Two more ahead of you. Long tunnel. There it is. I know I saw it. Walk around the corner. I see what they're doing. Sneaky, sneaky. Ew. Not gonna like you doing that to the critter. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna back up against this here wall. And then stay like this. And let's try this again. Then still getting katana skill ups. Pinnacle, on the other hand, is not even facing him. He's like walking him down the tunnel. Alright, hey, level 63. How awesome is that? Yep. Pretty close to 83. So only a 20 level difference gap. What did they call that? It was a level gap, wasn't it? You had to keep levels within about 3 levels to keep the XP manageable. Like then it just got too poor for the lower level people to deal with. A long time ago. Before they had level syncing. I don't remember that much. Status. Combat skill. Alright, so do I keep the great sword on at 196? We're not exactly getting skill ups on it. Try it. Bum, 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 bum. Of course, now that we got our first training regimen taken care of, we may start getting increased combat skill up gain. I forget exactly what they call that. I'm sure it has a fancy name to it. Still hits pretty hard. No, no, no. For some reason I thought that the pull grip would have disappeared when I switched weapons, but that's not a thing. Should be. But I'll just ring on into two. Here comes Queasy Shroom, and if you look closely, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. The little mushroom on top of its head disappears after it uses some of those skills. What great sword you got? I remember seeing that one around too. This is something I bought with Sparks. It is called the Bahadur. Level 73, Warrior Paladin, Dark Rune Master, additional effect fire damage. HP plus 10, Dex plus 2, Vitality plus 2. It's something that I could equip. It kinda, the color scheme kinda matched the rest of her gear. Just a little bit. I didn't exactly get it for the stats, it was just something to have, but, you know, kinda neat. It looks nicer than the, scythe that she was equipping. She'll be able to get another one of those here pretty soon. Zoom type. Oh, I get it, I get it. Did I sneeze? I might have. Then what'd you do? Alright, Dentrel's katana skill reaches 191, so we're not at 200 yet. But we're getting closer. Alright, it's gonna go ahead and grab you, Mr. Deathcat. Stab, pull. We can go ahead and turn names back off. We got about half an hour left. I don't think it's going to be enough time to actually get up to 64. I'm really starting to think just might be faster to switch to Paladin subbing Red Mage and just start cleaving a bunch of mobs, get dentrels up to 99 as quickly as possible, and then just skill up on mobs after the fact. Well, it'll be a lot faster than this. Yeah, I'm gonna turn one more corner and see if there's a spider up. Here we go. Thought they would be up. Oh, you and you. And we just even do leeches. And maybe get some shield skill ups in the process. Not that the shield that we have is all that great. But, yeah. I get to. Alright, what would be a good zone to take them to? An easy one would be leeches underneath the chateau. In the Obolite, I think that's what it was called. And then just let him level up using the books. He's doing his walking the spider. I do it that way, it would take a very short amount of time for him to get up to 99. They'll probably do it within 3 hours. No. And then his skill ups would be less than amazing. We're still getting skill ups though. That was... okay. That was a completion, so let's run back and see if we've got any fungars that have repopped. Hopefully this is the right way. Might have gotten turned around. We might be running outside. No, this is the right way. Okay, we got some fungar repops. Pull and kill. He needed for actually getting decent mushroom drops, but nah, not even that. As long as we get skill ups. We're looking better. Challenge, slow evasion and defense. What is this con? Not gonna con as anything to you because now it's dead. Low evasion. Still have food? No more sushi. Didn't need to use accuracy food on decent challenge mobs. Shouldn't. There's Queasy's room. Great sword skill. I just kind of wish they were dying faster. Can do that. I'm gonna drop. Koromaru keeps the Farius Coffin going. Farius Coffin keeps us going. Voltada has the bonus of doing mediocre DPS with the mediocre XP bonus. Sakura gets us the ability ups. I'm gonna get rid of Voltada. And we're gonna finish it off with Shantoto number 2. How many? We're gonna need one more fungar, and let's see if we can actually keep hate off of her. Probably won't be that lucky. But if we can actually get a skill chain go, she can magic burst off of it. These things should die quite a bit more quickly. Oh, no, we're a little slow on that one. There's arrow. Another spore. Great. Now we're paralyzed. And we get the spectral jig off. We're going to be paralyzed. With another spectral jig. Let's see if we can pull a whole bunch of spiders all at the same time. Just fine. Yay for double attack. Don't point you this way, so when it uses your spider web AoE thingy, you don't have to worry about Shantoto getting slowed. There's our sickle slash. One of these. You know, I'm thinking for the last 15 minutes. We're not going to get too many skill ups, even with Sakura out, so let's go ahead and... Also, one thing I used to hate so much, the randomness of sneaking and invis duration. Yes. There was one time I remember using an invisibility powder, prism powder is what it was called, and as soon as I used it, I got the warning message, it's getting ready to wear off. I'm like, you're kidding. And that's when I stopped using it. I would just walk behind the mobs as opposed to in front of them. Alright, who have we not played with in a while? Bring out somebody that hits hard. Decision. This guy should be okay. I think he does some AoE. But he might be able to tank. Should be able to tank. That was good. And I think he's kind of like a range tank too. Let's see. Apparently he's just gonna keep spamming that thing until he pops right on top of the dude. Alright. Definitely died faster. Well, since we're over here, let's go ahead and just kill 3 more of these guys. I just wish it wouldn't move around so much. Scary Shantoto is still scary. Alright. You're not spiders. We'll take that. It was the worst if using sneak oil was it and powder for invis. Those things weren't expensive, but they weren't cheap either. They were kind of pricey. Just based upon how much you would go through with it. What bothered me more were players that refuse to buy them. And they expected the healers in the party to do all the sneaking and invis for them. Where they would just have to write, sneak please, invis please, knowing that it's just slowing everybody down, because it was slowing everybody down. And it was Coco that finally just put a stop to it and says, listen folks, you know, mages, they have to look out after themselves, and every time that they stop to cast Sneak and Invis on you, they have to then cast Sneak and Invis on themselves, and it's just wasting time. So, suck it up, buy the pots, and, you know, take care of yourself. Not so bad. I'm gonna get 1 more of these. Although we'll probably pull 2 more of these. List? Yep. Yep, definitely pull 2. But we're still getting skill ups. And we just learned Sickle Man. Means we got 200? Yep, Great Sword 200. And Kodomo, keep us alive. Might be better with a Paladin tank. They can cast Cure. Although these guys do a lot of silence too. If I remember correctly, this dude is like the opposite of a Paladin tank. He's more like a undead tank. Although I don't know the whole story, just what other players have talked about. Shantoto's definitely taking a lot of damage. Shouldn't have a lot of health to begin with, but... Alright, so... I think we can... Nope, that's going to be a dead end. So let's just double back. See if we can find ourselves couple more spiders to play with. There's one. This. I guess I wasn't able to get my range attack going because I got paralyzed. Oh well. Hey, look, a friend. He parked himself right there. Kind of funny. Now Shantoto's doing her spinning around the world thingy. Oh. Think. Go ahead and... Probably gonna pull 2 of these. Maybe more. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. Abilities. Job abilities. What do we have? Allows you to counterattack, but reduces movement speed. Okay. I should probably turn these guys around so I don't have to worry about them accidentally silencing Farius Coffin. Although he's probably silenced. Because we're not getting any cures. Oh no! Yep, that was bad. Alright, Dent. It's all. Oh, nope, Dent. Job abilities. Mijin Gakuri. Blow it up. But we didn't kill it. We gotta take him 2. Maybe even 3. If I had turned them up sooner and the mages hadn't gotten themselves silenced. But yeah, this is what I was expecting to happen in Crawler's Nest. And let's just go ahead and stay long enough to get all the drops at least. Yay, Dark Crystals. Earth Crystals. Breeze Geode. That should be the last one. Yeah, that's it. Ta-da! Well, at least Dentrel didn't lose any XP. And we had a reason to use Mijin Gakuri, so... Yay for that. Now his Xbox is all frozen. Let's see. They're about halfway up to 63, so that's not too bad. Good job. That was a thing. It was like the one bonus to leveling ninja back in the day was when the XP party was over with, you didn't have to worry about bringing your own form of warp to get home. You would just go target some mob, use Mijin Gakuri, and alright, bye. I did. There was a one time that I used it for a COP fight. It was the one against the 3. Oh, what were those things called? They were like the mage shock troops for Juno. Don't remember the name of it. But they would change. Sometimes they were mages and you could have to hit them with this thing, and sometimes they'd switch to like Dragoon. and then other times it'd be warrior or something like that. But there were 3 of them. We were able to get 2 of them down, and we got the last one down to like maybe a quarter health. But our healer was out of MP, and there was just nothing that she could do, and we were all in the red, getting ready to start dropping, and she used Benediction. Got us all back up to full, which stole hate off me, because I was tanking it on Ninja, and there was just nothing I could do to get the hate back on me, and she went down rather quickly. And it's like, alright, well, she's out of MP, there's no Benediction left. I'm at full health, it's almost dead. And if put it off too much longer, then I won't have as much health to heal the Mijingakuri with, so I'm just gonna do it. And I went ahead and blew myself up, and it took it down to like 2 hits left. And there were still 4 other DPS on it, and they got it down. And that was awesome. That was like the first time we had actually cleared that encounter. We had failed it lots of times before, but we were just so happy. Glory was with us that day, and he was just laughing hours afterwards. Like, Dent just blew himself up. Memories. What was the name of that fight? That's gonna bother me. Let's see if I can find it real quick here. It's gonna be under Promethea. God, there were a lot of them though. Ancient Bells, Transient Dream, Vessel Without a Captain. See if I can find the one. Yeah, there we go. The Savage was the one with the dragon. And it was either the one right before it. No, I don't remember. There were a lot of them though. And Chains of Promethea just went on and on and on and on. Oh. Fun time. Alright, it's a little early, but I'm just gonna go ahead and call it here because we died in the Boyhata tree to, what was that, half a dozen Fungars wailing on me. I probably had Berserk up, taking massive amounts of damage. Even Shentoto wasn't able to save us. That's how bad it was. Oh well. So, tomorrow night, I'm gonna mix it up a little tomorrow because, let's face it, this is taking way too long. I really don't like the idea of letting Dent leech XP to get him up to 99, but at the same time, we don't have anything really that he just going to take him a long time to level up. That's just the honest truth. Zeros, good to see you too. I'll think about it some. I mean, what I'd love to do is XP in the old areas, but there's a reason nobody XPs in the old areas anymore, just because the XP's not so great. We'll find some. Just gotta find something where everything links, and just cleave it. Like Abizia. Abizia would probably work quite well. Right? Get him up to 99. Record time. I'll think about it. Been looking for a reason to try and do a cleave thing on my paladin. Maybe get some shield sculpts in the process. That's an idea. Give it a try. And we'll have to do just a skill up party. But yeah, you can set that up to be opportunistic too. Just gotta find the right mobs. Alright, I'll figure it out. Y'all take care. I'll be back on tomorrow night around 9 o'clock. We'll do this again. Probably with a different job. But yeah, that's definitely... we'll figure something out. Alright. Y'all take care and I'll catch you.